So if you're watching this video, you've decided to make a paracord bracelet. I'm going to show you how to do it instead of giving you written instructions. So let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So first of all, you will get some paracord and you'll get one of these. We will decide how much we give you by measuring your wrist with this ribbon and using a ruler and cutting it and giving you the right amount. It's 1 inch, 1 foot for every inch. Then, when you get to the table, you're going to, on this easy jig, you see there are inches on the side of it. So, whatever the inches we told you, that's what you need to set it for. It's set for 7 right now, but when I measured my wrist, it was 9. So, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to unscrew the screw on the bottom, and then I'm going to move that line over to 9. See how that line is on 9? And now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to tighten it. All right. Now you see this has these hooks on the end. This is how you're going to hold on to your paracord while you're making your bracelet. So take this piece apart. Well, it should not be this difficult. Okay, and you use this end, the end with the forks. And you find the middle of your paracord. So you take the 2 ends and put them together, and then you just find the middle. Oh, I have a knot in here. Let me fix that. Find the middle of your paracord. And then you'll have a loop like that. Now this loop needs to go into this opening right here. So from the top, I'm going to stick it in there. Shouldn't be too hard. There it is. And I'm going to pull it through. Now I've got a loop and I've got these 2 strings. I'm going to take these 2, go put my fingers in the loop and pull the 2 strings all the way through. All right. And I'm going to tighten that up to where it'll look like that. Now I'm going to put it on the easy jig on this end where it will fit in. And lock it in there. So now you see it's on the easy jig. Now I'm going to take the other end, the 2 stringy ends here, and I'm going to put them through the opening on this one. I'm going to put them from the top to the bottom. And I need to make sure that when I put them in there, orneriness, that they're on the same side that they're on in the other end of the bracelet. And I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I'm going to pull them through, and I need to make sure that they're lined up, that these strings are not crossed, that they're straight all the way across. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to hook it in this end of the easy jig. All right, so now I have both ends of my easy jig loaded. All right, now I'm going to show you how to tie the knots. And I'm going to put this like this so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So I have a right string and a left string. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put the right one underneath. Or no. Well, it's fine. Underneath. Then underneath. And then over and through this loop. Now every other tie will be opposite. Go on the opposite side. So can you see what that knot looks like? There's a little loop on this side. Now, since I went under that time, this time I'm going to go over. I'm going to make it go over the top of the strings. And then it's going to go over and then under and through the loop. So I'm going to tighten it up. So now if you look at it, I have a loop on this side and a loop on this side. So every other time I'm going to go either under, over, or over, under. So I'm going to show you again. I just did over, so now I'm going to do under. So it's going to go under the 2 strings. Then this one, this left one, is going to go under the string. And then it's going to go over the 2 strings and through this loop. And then I'm going to tighten it up, and it makes a loop on top. I'm going to show you the other one more time. Then I'm going to go over, over, under. Now, under, under, over. All right, one more time. Over, over, and then under. And then under, under, over. And I'm just going to keep doing that over and over again. See, they're on, these little loops are on opposite sides, every other one. And that's what you want your bracelet to look like all the way to the end. If you need to back this up and see how I do the knots, then you need to do that. I'm going to show you one more time, and then I'm going to pause the video, stop the video so I can show you how to end it, okay? So I'm going to show you. This one was under. So now I need to go over, over, under. Next one, under, under, over. All right, so you see how your bracelet is every other side has this loop on top. So keep doing that until you get to the end of your bracelet. So when you get down to the end, you need to make sure that you squeeze as many knots in there as you can. And you notice that this cord always goes around the middle 2 cords. You make sure when you tie your knots, you don't want it on top or on bottom. You want it all on the top and the bottom, and that's what tightens it up. So I'm going to go ahead and make the next couple of knots here where you can see me, and then I'll show you how to take it off and how to tie it at the end. So I have made this one, I went under, so now I'm going to go over. So over, over, under, through the loop. Under, under, over, through the loop. Over, under, over, through the loop. So it looks, if I squish this up, look, it looks like I have room for one more knot. So I'm going to go under, under, over, and through the loop. So my bracelet is done. There it is. It's got all those knots. Now I'm going to take it off the jig. And I do that by just same way that you undo the bracelet when it's on your wrist, is you push these in and you take it off. So now my bracelet is done, and I'm going to take these 2, this is the bottom, and I'm going to tie it in a knot, just one knot, and pull it tight. Now, this knot is not going to stay, but when you get home, you can cut it short and have someone use a lighter or a flame of some kind and melt the ends of this so it'll keep it from coming undone. We can't do that here at school, so you'll have to do that at home. So now you've got a bracelet, and this one should fit me. Oh, I made it a little bit big. So there's my bracelet. So when we measure your wrist, we'll have to measure it, make sure that we get it the right so it won't be too big like this. So that's how you make a paracord bracelet. Have fun.